Funny, speaking of trolls, have you seen we've talked about this just a little more in depth. So this was in February of this year, but the Canadian hate speech law.
Yeah.
You've seen where it's at now. So they call it
I tagged an article to read. I hadn't got there
yet.
yet.
The online harms bill. So if it's passed, it will set in place which I think it did pass, legislative scheme to hold a wide range of services accountable for reducing risk of harmful content online. It also proposes a comprehensive regulatory framework, including the establishment of a digital safety commission to oversee enforcement.
Yes.
What they're saying about this bill and why so many people are against it, and I read through before the show, dude, I linked the article if anybody wants to read through and challenge on this, but what people are saying is they are going to have the right to go back in Canada and look at anything you posted previously for hate speech to come after you. How is that even a real thing? If it is real, which, again, I tried reading through the whole bill to confirm or deny it. I couldn't find it. We were about to start the show. I read through about 4 paragraphs. But there's tons of people online that are saying, hey, look at this bill. This is what they're going to be allowed to do.
I believe this is true because I think the article I looked at was from Michael Schellenberger, who is a reputable journalist. So if he was, that's the one I just didn't get a chance to look at.
Yeah.
If he's saying it, it's a legitimate thing.
But can you imagine? So like we talked about that with the protests and wearing the face masks and people being able to say, if you go to get a job for a company and they're pro or against XYZ and you're pro or against XYZ, like, are they going to be able to not hire you? This is saying that they can go back and say, if you were against XYZ and we think that's hate speech, whoever deems it hate speech, you can be arrested for that and imprisoned.
In all these countries, United States included, Ireland, countries in the UK, Canada,
France.
They all talk about hate speech and these hate speech laws. The term hate speech is very ambiguous.
Yes.
And who gets to determine what hate speech is? The current regime.
Right.
So you take what they're doing to Donald Trump right now with the legal system, is they're going to be able to just bend that to their will.
An appointed digital safety commission. An appointed digital safety commission is going to be in charge.
Not elected.
Not elected. Appointed.
Appointed by whoever's in charge.
Yep.
And they're going to come after you for shit you say. The thoughts that you have. Like the thought police, really?
Yeah. That's like the next phase.
Isn't that like
they can go back and get you for something you said 10 years ago. When are they going to start being able to intrude your thoughts and go, that's Minority Report.
Free crime. Well, it's Orwellian, I believe. The term he used was
that's what I saw
wrong
too.
think.
Yeah.
I think that's what the term was.
Yeah.
Wrong think. So basically, hey, you're not thinking the way we want you to think. Maybe you do some jail time and think about it.
Yeah. As long as you think the right thing.
Yeah. And once you decide,
we'll let you know what that is.
Yeah. Once we decide that you're thinking the right shit, maybe we'll let you out.
Yeah. That's scary,
maybe,
dude.
but then maybe new regime's in charge and the goalpost has been moved again.
Right.
Like, it's so scary just talking.
It's weird to think too, like, as that progresses and as that infrastructure is built, like, how do you ever go and reverse that? Like, I know a new president, or for them, a new prime minister, like, I know they can come in and say, hey, we're going to veto that and get rid of it. But once you've dumped that amount of money into those programs, like, how do you justify governmentally going in and saying, hey, we're going to tear it all down?
Not even that. Forget that. Because the money is just merely interesting to governments, right? We've seen that with how much money we give out in foreign aid. Merely interesting number. They only use those numbers to say, like, we can't do it. It costs
we
too
need
much.
More.
Yeah. They use numbers when they want to, but when it comes down to it, it means nothing.
Yeah.
What's scary is that new regime comes in, and what do all people in power want? They want more power.
More power, more
money. Or
money.
to keep the power they have. So why would they ever get rid of it?
Yeah.
Because they're going to be able to use it to their advantage.
Especially once it's passed.
Exactly. Why would they ever go back and change it?
They just get more creative about how to use it to try and get everybody on board.
Take it back 2001 in the Patriot Act, which is still intact, and they just keep passing new versions of it. It's still fucking there.
Yeah. I know. We talk about it all the time. You can have
supposed to be a
car spying on you. Your car can be listening to you at all times.
The Patriot Act was supposed to be a stopgap. Like, we have to make sure the country is safe right now. We're under attack.
Yeah.
And all these things. It sounds so good. It's for your safety.
Yeah.
We want to protect you. You need to be protected. You're too fucking dumb and fragile to take care of yourself. We'll do it for you. Let's pass this new law. Let's fucking roll. And now you're fucked.
And now it just gets worse and worse.
And now you and I are in jail for doing this stupid little podcast.
Soon.
Very soon.